Here we go with the first of the teams from the Internet of Things Disaster Relief and Recovery Hackathon.
All right, hello. We are we home yet? This is Samuel. I'm Richard. This is Jerry. This is Ravi. And this is Intel's hackathon. Yeah. So basically, we went in with really, well, actually minimal electronics experience. So we know Intel is a really hardware company, so we wanted to get some exposure. So we really enjoyed this weekend. Thank you to our awesome engineer mentors. And yeah, so this competition's theme was disaster relief and recovery. So I know basically the thing we noticed was that most of the projects targeted on during the disaster. And what how our project is unique is we target the people afterward. So for instance, when we're in the shelter or when they're somewhere safe trying to recover. And so we figured out that what most people do after the thing is to fill out surveys or fill out some kind of statistic collection by some kind of organization. So usually that's done by people, which is really flawed because, well, you can't approach many people in the exact same way, right? So you might be giving some kind of bias. So in order to help collect all that, we put together this device right here that is that will present in an unbiased way mental and in the future physical assessments of one's stability and condition. So what we have here is a very user-friendly but robust box. And so this box is really simple, so it won't go wrong. You have two LED. You have two very simple indicator LEDs that very obviously indicates whether it's on or off. And we have an LCD which really easily prints text and questions and diagrams. And we have a 4x4 input keypad. And so basically it will ask questions to assess your mental condition. So for example, we have a question here, which is wrong? And so we have a pattern of boxes, and one of them obviously does not fit the pattern. And you just simply have to choose the correct or incorrect one. And so for instance, I pressed the incorrect one, so it says, uh-oh. That's some kind of error message. In the future, we can obviously make this into a more dynamic, more friendly message. For instance, if we have different stations for different conditions, for example, if you're experiencing a physical problem, then you might go to station A where there are doctors, or if you're experiencing a mental condition, you might go to station B where there are psychiatrists. And so we actually try to adhere to as many psychological standards for assessments as possible. So there's that. And we also have Wi-Fi working, so this all reports back to the internet. So where people of all kinds can gather the statistics and know where to help aid people next. And finally, we were hoping to find some kind of protocol which actually sends data this way, so we can have the latest and greatest assessments for people's conditions. Another future task we would want to do is assess physical condition. So what we have here is a game of balance the board. And essentially what this is the motor would rotate and you would try to keep the board balanced. But all at the same time, since we're using an accelerometer, we can actually determine the amount of noise, which might be from a person shaking, maybe from post-disaster shock. And so from there, we could determine not only whether they're capable of big term things, but also little things like that. And so, yeah, that's two big things that we're assessing here. Yeah.
Excellent. So if you had, if you had another 12 hours, what would you do next?
Definitely go for the physical aspect, and that sort of wraps up mental and physical. And yeah.
Excellent job. Thank you very much.
Thank you.